Performing Arts Center. Thank you for joining us in this beautiful space. For your safety and comfort, as well as that of the performers, staff, and fellow audience members, please listen and adhere to the following rules. In the event of an emergency, please exit in a calm and orderly fashion toward the red exit signs in the direction of the lobby and in the front of the audience to your right. The door to the front left of the audience is not an emergency exit. Only performers and Performing Arts Center staff are permitted backstage, onstage, and in the sound and lighting booths. Per fire code, aisles cannot be blocked at any time. This includes sitting, standing, or leaving items such as strollers, bags, and camera tripods in these spaces. Please refrain from climbing over or putting your feet on the seats or railings. The bathrooms are located on the left side of the hallway extending from the main lobby. There is no flash photography in the theater of any kind. Please take this time to silence or turn off your cell phones. Lastly, so that we can maintain the beauty and cleanliness of the theater, there is no food or drink permitted, including gum and water. Thank you for helping us keep our space clean, safe, and enjoyable for all. Enjoy the show.
Hi, everybody. Wow. This is amazing. Thanks for coming to see the Frogs here at the Performing Arts Center. Obviously, this is an incredibly amazing space with an insane amount of seats. One more performance left. Tell everyone you know. Oh, man. Anyone you see on the streets, everywhere. I think most of you guys have actually seen the show already, so you know what to expect. Maybe it's a little bit different in this amazingly huge space. Please, silence your cell phones. It's easier to walk out here and go to the bathroom if you need to. There's no eating or drinking. You've already heard all that stuff. Show is free. They work incredibly hard. If you have anything to donate, there's a little donation box over there, but don't feel like you have to. I want these things to be accessible for everybody. And of course, today was the don't spend any money on anything day, so you don't have to spend any money on anything day today. Enjoy some art during our turbulent times on planet Earth. Please enjoy the Frogs.
Oh. Shall I tell them some of the usual gags then, Master? The thing spectators always find so funny.
Say what you want, except I'm all hard-pressed. Steer clear of that. Its tripe makes my gorge rise.
Well, something else that's witty?
Except I'm squashed.
Well, then, shall I tell them an excellent joke?
Go ahead, feel free. But avoid that old routine.
Which one?
Where you shift your load and say you need to shit.
But can't I say that I'm carrying such a weight that unless it's removed, I will lose an explosive for...
Please don't, I beg you. Unless you want me to vomit.
What? Well, what was the point of making me carry this baggage if I can make the jokes you hear in different kind of place?
But just don't do it. I know that when I'm watching and see that kind of sophisticated humor, I've aged by more than a year when I leave the theater.
This neck of mine is down to a petition. In that case, it's getting squashed, but being denied its jokes.
But look at this outrage here. Just look how he's pampered. I'm the god Dionysus himself, the son of Wine Jar. Yet here I am, struggling on foot while letting him ride to make sure he's not worn out by the weight of his load.
I'm carrying it, right?
Not when you're riding.
I'm carrying it.
How come?
Because it's so heavy.
But isn't the donkey bearing the weight that you've got?
No, it's certainly not.
But how can you carry a thing when you're being carried?
I don't know, but this shoulder's hard press.
Well, if you're saying the donkey's lending no help, try picking it up yourself and see what that's like.
I was cursed by someone.
Dismount, you rogue. This door you can see over here is the very first place this journey of mine was meant to bring me to.
Okay.
Hey, servant! Open up! Open up!
Who battered the door just now like a violent centaur? Whoever was who bashed this. What do we have here?
Look, servant.
What is it?
What didn't you see?
See what?
The way he took fright at me.
In case you were mad.
In Demeter's name, I just can't stop myself from laughing. I'm biting my lip, but it's just no use. I must laugh.
Old chap, please come over here. I need a favor.
But I just can't stifle this laughter that's overcome me at the sight of this lion skin here with their saffron dress. What's your state of mind? What is boots and club combined? What on earth have you been?
Sailing on Quesine's boat.
You were in a sea fight.
That's right. And the pair of us must have sunk like a dozen or more of the enemy's fleet of ships.
The pair of you?
That's right.
And then I woke up.
In fact, it was on board ship as I read to myself that play Andromeda. All of a sudden it happened. The most intense desire took hold of my heart.
A desire. How strong exactly?
Quite small. Like Goliath.
Desire for a woman?
No.
Then a boy?
Not at all.
A man?
Oh, dear.
Ah, you did it with Cleostine.
Don't mock me, brother. I'm really not feeling too well. It's a terrible longing that's pierced me through and through.
What kind, little brother?
It's rather hard to describe. I'll have to explain it in a somewhat roundabout way. Have you ever been struck by sudden desire for soup?
For soup? You bet. And numerous times in my life.
Am I making my point quite clear? Do you need more hints?
Not as far as soup's concerned. I know it too well.
Well, it's just as strong a desire that cuts right through me for Euripides.
Euripides, dead and buried?
Yes, no one at all could persuade me not to go and bring him back.
You intend to go down to Hades?
By Zeus I do, and further down too, if need be.
But what's your motive?
I need a skillful poet. The best are all now dead, and the rest are no good.
Isn't Iaphon still alive?
That's the only bit of quality left, and even then there's some doubt. I'm not sure what to make of Iaphon's case.
And Agathon? Where is he now?
He's gone and left me. He's a good poet, true, and someone his friends all miss.
But where's the poor thing gone?
To a land of plenty.
And what about Xenocles?
He can go and hang.
Pythangolos?
What about me? No one cares about me. Will my shoulders shape beneath this burden?
Aren't there lots of other young kids composing tragic plays, huge numbers of them, and all with more gift of the gab than Euripides has?
But they're shriveled grapes, producers of empty prattle and haunts of twittering swallows. They damage the art, and as soon as they stage a single play, they vanish, content to have pissed on tragedy just the once. You'll search in vain for a poet of fertile mind, the kind who's able to voice great noble expressions.
What do you mean by fertile?
The sort whose language contains such bold, ambitious utterances as these. Either bedroom of Zeus, the foot of time, or a mind that refuses to swear a sacred oath, but a tongue that perjures itself without the mind.
You actually like this stuff?
It sends me crazy.
It's a great big con trick. You know very well that it is.
Don't try to inhabit my mind, just live in your own.
Everyone else can see these things are a big load of rubbish.
I'll take your advice on food.
What about me?
Well, the reason I came here wearing these clothes you see, dressed in impersonation of you, was so that you could tell me the names of people whose help I could call upon. The ones you used when you went to fetch Cerberus. So tell me the host you stayed with, the harbors, the bread shops, the brothels, the springs, the roads, the resting places, the cities, accommodation, and the woman whose inns have the fewest bed bugs.
No one cares about me.
Are you really fearless enough to make this descent?
Don't try to object. Just tell me the fastest route by which I'll find my way right down to Hades. And I don't want a rat that's hot. Or too cold either.
Let's see then, which is the way that I'd recommend first. There's a path that starts with a rope and a bench to stand on. You can hang yourself.
No more of that. Too stifling.
There's another path that's direct and widely used. You pound it in a mortar.
You mean drink hemlock?
I certainly do.
That's too chilly and wintry away. It immobilizes your legs by freezing them cold.
Do you want me to tell you a quick and downhill route?
By Zeus, yes, please. I'm not very good at walking.
Then take a stroll down to the Karamakos.
What then?
Climb up the tower, the high one.
Then what after that?
Look down from there. When they're going to hold a torch race. Then, when you hear all the spectators, I'll shout, "Go then!" At that point, go yourself.
Go where?
Straight
No,
down!
but that would make mincemeat of both halves of my brain. That's not the way I want to go.
Which one then?
I want the route that you took yourself.
That involves a long voyage. Right from the start, you'll come across a very large lake of unfathomed depth.
Well, then how will I manage to cross it?
In a boat no bigger than this. A very old man will take you across for a share of $2.
Good gracious. How much $2 will buy wherever one goes? How come this price reached Hades?
It came with Theseus.
Oh.
Right from the start. You'll see submerged any person who's ever done horribly wrong to a guest, or has screwed a boy over and stolen his money, or has thrashed his mother and broken his father's jaw, or who's sworn an oath and perjured himself in the act, or who's stolen a play from Marjamo's axe.
By all the gods, they gotta add to that anyone who learned the military dance.
After that, the breath of pipes will waft around you, and you'll see the most beautiful light, just like on earth. These people will tell you everything else that you need to go. They live right close to Pluton's palace itself. Good luck, brother.
Oh, thank you. Many thanks. Good luck to yourself as well. You pick up this baggage again
Before I put it all down.
and make it sharpish.
Oh, please don't make me. Why not hire one of the people who are joining the dead? There's surely someone who will do it.
Suppose I can't find one?
Then use me again.
It's a deal. They're actually bringing a corpse along here right now. You see?
Oh, yeah. He's dead?
Oh my god.
Let's go.
Oh my god. Hey, you! You! Yes, the one who's dead. My man! Are you willing to carry my baggage down to Hades?
How much do you have?
This much?
Are you willing to pay 200?
I certainly won't, much less.
Please move on quickly.
Hey, hold on now. Let us reach agreement, my good fellow.
If you will not pay the fee that I've stated, you're wasting your breath.
I'll give you $9.
I'd rather come back to life.
What an Oregon bastard he was. Good riddance to him.
Yeah.
I'll do the job, I guess.
You're an absolute gentleman then.
Yeah.
Let's head to the boat. Ooh.
Pull into the jetty.
What's this?
Do you to ask? It's a lake by Zeus, the one that Hercules mentioned. Oh, I see a boat.
So do I, by Poseidon. It's Tron himself right there. Hello, Tron. Hello, Tron. Hello.
Hi. Hi. Is there anyone here for Crow's End, Cerberus Town, Turneon Point, or the Plains of Forgetting?
Yes, me.
Get on board then.
Okay.
Quickly.
Over here, servant.
No servants.
Huh?
Not unless he took part in a sea fight to save our bacon.
Not me, I couldn't. My eyes were giving me trouble.
You'll have to go around the lake then.
But where should I wait?
There's a resting point at Shriveling Place.
Understand?
Oh, yes, only too well. Oh my God. What rich and existing he was. I was cursed by someone today.
Sit down by the oar.
Okay.
What are you doing? Move, you potbelly.
Okay.
Now stretch out your arms.
Okay.
No. Like this. You need to push and pull with some real force.
But how can I do it? I'm not a sailor, still less a Salamis type, and yet you expect me to row?
It's easy. You'll hear some beautiful songs.
Whose songs are those?
The Frog Swan's amazing songs.
Oh, well then, give me my stroke.
Pull up, push, pull up, push, pull up, push.
Bricky go wax, go wax, go wax. Bricky go wax, go wax. Bricky go wax, go wax, go wax. Bricky go wax, go wax. Bricky go wax, go wax, go wax. Bricky go wax, go wax. Ribbit, you children of marshes and springs, with the pipes and crown of our hems, let's proclaim our fine voice song. Coax, coax, coax.
The same song which for that the son of Zeus I cried out in the margin.
When the hungover parties on the sacred dam pots go through the crowd, through my precinct,
Bricky coax, coax.
But I'm beginning to feel an ache right under my ass coax. Bricky coax,
Coax.
But you, I suppose, don't care at all. Bricky
Bricky
coax,
coax, coax.
I hope you rot with your croak coaxes. Croak coax is your concert refrain.
Why be surprised, old busybody?
I'm adored by the muses who love good music.
And by the girl who plays the pipes.
Apollo the Phoenix player delights me too, for the reed strokes that strengthen the frame of the lyre and grow in my watery marshes.
Bricky coax, coax. But I'm developing blisters here, and my anus has long been oozing sweat. Any moment now, it'll pop out and say,
Bricky coax, coax.
But oh, you song-loving species, please stop these sounds.
On the contrary, we'll raise our voices, the way in the past on sun-drenched days we leapt through Gollingale.
And Tuffley reeds, taking great joy in copious splashings.
Or when we escaped the rain from Zeus, we performed deep water dances.
The brilliant flashes of sound and bubbling, spluttering popping.
Bricky coax, coax. I borrowed this cry from you.
In that case, now we're headed for trouble.
Not as much as I am. If rowing like this, I split myself asunder. Bricky coax, coax. You can go and hang, just see if I care. You know what? Well, then we'll continue to shriek. As long as our throats can manage the whole day long. Bricky coax, coax. You'll never defeat me this way.
And nor you defeat us either.
And nor will you defeat me either. I too will shriek all day long if I have to, until I succeed in proving supreme with my very own coax. Bricky coax, coax. Bricky coax, coax.
Stop rowing. Stop rowing. Get out of my boat
Okay.
and pay me my fare.
Okay. Here are $2.
Thank you.
Yeah. You have a good day now.
I won't.
Oh. Okay. Now, Xanthias! Where's Xanthias? Hello, Xanthias! 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 Oh, come over here.
Oh, there. Oh, hello there, master.
So, where exactly are we?
It's darkness and mud.
Well, did you see the father beaters around here? And the butchers too, the way he described.
Didn't you?
I certainly did, and I still see them now.
It's best to move on, since this is the place where he told us that the beast is lurking. The frightening ones that he mentioned.
He'll pay for such talk. That was all pure bluster in order to make me feel afraid. He knows I'm a fighter, but feels he needs to compete. There's nothing as self-important as Hercules is. I actually wish I could face a foe down here and achieve some feat that's worthy of the journey.
Of course you do. I can hear a noise.
Where? Where?
Behind you.
Willie, get behind me quickly!
Now it's in front.
Willie, get in front of me quickly!
In fact, I can see a very large beast.
What kind?
A terrible kind. It's changing shapes. It's a cow. Mr. Catman. It's a woman. For ravishing beauty.
Where?
What the fuck?
Let me go and approach her.
She's no longer a woman. She turned into a dog.
It's a shapeshifter then!
There's fire lighting up the whole of her face.
Oh, does she have a bronze leg too?
By Poseidon she does. And the other is made of caca poop. It's true.
Oh, then where should I run?
I'm thinking the same.
Oh, priest, please protect me. I want to drink with you later.
We're going to die, Lord Hercules.
Please don't call me. I beg you, please, good fellow, or mention my name.
Yeah, you're right. Dionysus then.
That's even worse than the other.
Okay. Avanti now. Come on, over here, my master.
What for?
Take heart. It's turned out okay. The shapeshifter vanished.
Do you swear by it?
By Zeus.
And swear again.
By Zeus.
Once more.
Oh, by Zeus.
What a wretched business. The very sight of her made me pale.
What the? But this spore has turned into a dark brown color. What
Well,
color?
how have I found myself in so much trouble? Which god's to blame for trying to ruin my life?
Blame either a bedroom masseuse or a fool of time. Huh? Did you hear?
Hear what?
The breath of pipes.
Oh, yeah. And I feel warm air that wafts from torches with mystic atmosphere, like Hercules said. Let's stand back over here out of sight and listen.
Okay.
Iacos! Hail Iacos! Iacos! Hail Iacos! Iacos! Hail Iacos!
Oh, now I know, Master. This must be what the initiates he mentioned are celebrating. The Iacos chant is singing the Ogura too.
You're right. That's who they are. Our best chance then is to keep entirely quiet and find out more.
Okay.
Iacos, venerable Lord who dwells in this place. Iacos, hail Iacos. Come join our dance in this meadow. Come among the pious followers of your cult. Toss wildly the head that is crowned in wealth, luxury, and fruit, of myrtle, berries, and stomp your foot, in rhythms bold and unbridling. Dance, loving act of worship, a occasion full of grace, a sacred dance of pious initiates.
Oh, mistress of daughter Demeter. What lovely odor, big flesh walked this way.
Keep still then, please, if you want to get some sausage.
Okay.
Arouse the flaming torches you brandish aloft. Iacos, hail Iacos, our light-bringing star for nocturnal rites. The meadow blazes with the flames of gleaming torches. Even old men's knees flex and dance. They shake off all their cares and the heavy weight of copious years to join the sacred worship. Lighting the way with your torch, lead on to the flowery, marshy ground. O blessed one, our dance of rejuvenation.
I proclaim ceremonial silence and demand all those shall depart who have no knowledge of what's said here or whose minds are far from pure. Are those who remain outside of the cult of Chrysanos, the bull-eating god, or those who take great pleasure in making vulgar jokes at time of which they are out of place, and likewise those who fail to avoid forms of device faction and fan up the flames for the sake of what? Private profit? Or the one who shits in Hecate's shrines yet composes dry-fit lyrics? Or the politician who tries to reduce the fees of a dramatic poet just because he's been mocked in the ancient rites that belong to the god Dionysus? To all those I now proclaim for a second and third time, depart from our illusion dances, yet those who remain, suit your songs that fit this nocturnal revel here.
Advance each one of you boldly into the blossoming bosoms of the meadowland. Stamp feet, aim shafts of ridicule, make merry with mocking humor. We have eaten enough for the task. Follow the dance steps and raise a noble cry for our Savioress, with voices of unison song. For she promises us, she'll protect our land forever, whatever Thornton's wishes.
Come now and undertake further hymns of glory for our grain-bearing queen herself, the goddess, Demeter, and loudest songs of worship give glory to her.
Demeter, mistress of holy rite, come stand amidst our ranks yourself. Safeguard this course that is your own, and grant that all day long in safety we'll celebrate and play and dance. And may we utter many jokes, but many serious things as well. And may we serve your festival in a worthy spirit of playful humor and win the ribbons of victory.
Come again, I say, and summon in song the handsome god to join us, the one who makes this choral position with us.
Iacos, the venerable inventor of the loveliest songs, for this festival accompany us. On our path to the goddess, show us how effortlessly you complete this lengthy journey. Iacos, friend of dancers, escort me onwards.
It is you who make us laugh and keep things cheap. Gave us tattered sandals to wear and nothing but rags. You have found a cost-free way for us to play and dance. Iacos, friend of dancers, escort me onwards.
I took a glance just now at a young girl here. She had the prettiest face you've ever seen and was dancing right beside me. Her dress was ripped down the side and a melon bobbed out. Iacos, friend of dancers, escort me onwards.
Well, I myself like joining in. I'd like to meet this girl and play and dance with her.
I want to play with her too.
Would you like us then together to lampoon old Archidemus, who had neither teeth nor kin by the age of 7?
Yet now he leads the people up among their earthly corpses and holds first place in depravity up there.
I hear that Kirk's son was seen among the tombstones when plucking the hairs from his anus and tearing his cheeks.
He flailed away, bent double, and wailed and shrieked aloud for someone called Damn You!
And Baron, the son of one Bubba Lover, fought naval battles with jerks while dressed in lion skin.
Oh, well, could you give us some information, please? We're looking for Pluton's palace. We're visitors here who arrived not long ago.
Oh, you don't have far to travel, and you won't need to ask me again. See, that's his very palace door.
Oh, hi, thank you. Pick up the bags again, servant.
What's that? You meant to say it's the same old story again with all this baggage.
Advance then through the goddess's sacred precinct, a flowery grove, participants in festivities that please the gods. I'll go join the young women and girls in the goddess's all-night worship in this brandish sacred torch.
Let's make our way to the rose-filled blooming meadows, with our usual customs of lovely dances and playful spirits, which the blessed fates organize. On us alone shines sunlight.
Sacred beam, on us the initiated, who led pious lives, attentive always to the needs of strangers,
and to ordinary folk.
Let me think. In what way should I knock on the door? I wonder how the locals around here do it.
Stop hesitating. Just slam into the door the way that Hercules would. Show some of his mettle.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, let's go.
Hey, servants!
up, open up!
Who's this?
It's Hercules, the tough guy.
You mean the ambitious and this shameless man who is awesome as hell? It is you who kidnapped Cerberus our dog. You left no way at your hands after on his wee little throat. I was guarding myself, but now I have caught you. May the black-hearted rock of the river Sphinx itself prevent you escape all the blood-dripping craig, films over Akrum. While Kairos' hot-footed hounds and the 100-haired viper rid your guts to pieces. As for your lungs, that eel from Tartarus will clamp itself onto your lungs. And also for your kidneys and the rest of your innards, all will be pupilled of blood by Gorgons and Tetris dime. I'll guide me hasty foot to fetch him now.
What's the matter with you?
I'm shitting myself. Call a god.
You ridiculous thing. Get back on your feet at once before a stranger sees you.
I can't. I'm fading. Please give me a sponge. I need it to cool down my heart.
People these days, am I right?
People.
Here, take it and rub it.
Where is it?
Oh, golden gods! Is that where you keep your heart?
It was so afraid that it made its way right down to my lower bowel.
Oh my God, you're the biggest coward among gods and men.
What, me? How come I'm a coward? I managed to ask for a sponge. No one else would have done such a thing.
It's a sponge with poop. Well, what would they do?
A coward would have just stayed on the floor with the smell. But I stood up and wiped myself down what's more.
What courage, I say, about Poseidon?
Well, that's what I think. But what about you? Weren't you frightened by his booming words and the threats that he made?
Didn't give me a moment's thought.
Right. Well then, since you're keen to prove yourself so nerveless, let's see you play my role.
Huh?
You could take this club here, if you're such a fearless guts. And meanwhile, I'll take your part and carry the bags.
Well, I'm happy with that. Give me your stuff.
Okay.
Okay. This Hercules is Sentius. You'll soon see if I'm a coward and spineless like you.
Your service, Hercules, is double and ready for whipping. Guess it's my turn to carry the bags.
You returned, oh dearest Hercules. Come on inside. As soon as the goddess learned that you arrived down here, she arranged 4 loaves to be baked, had several pots of pea soup boiled for you, got a whole ox roasted, and had various cakes and breads prepared. Come on in.
That's terribly kind. To thank her. Oh my gosh.
Polo, I won't just let you decline like this. She's also been stewing some fine pieces of bird meat, toasting lovely snacks, and mixing the sweetest wine for you to drink.
No thanks. Truce, man.
Don't be silly. There's a pipe girl in here, such a gorgeous young thing.
Oh.
And some other girls too, all ready for dancing.
Whoa, some dancing girls?
They're in their perfect youthful prime, and they've trimmed themselves. When I left just now, the cook was finishing off the fish, and the tables were laid.
Go on then. Tell the dancing girls the appointment they're expecting is now on its way. Shoo. Ooh, it's good to be Hercules. Pick up the baggage now, servant, and follow me in.
Hey, hold on now. You can't be serious. It was only a joke to dress you like Hercules. So stop the fooling around, Oxanthius. Pick up the bags again and carry them all.
What do you mean? You surely don't intend to take back all the things you gave me before?
Just watch me now. Give me the club.
No. I got the gods to witness and lend me their help.
The gods? How funny. You must be out of your mind to suppose that you, a mortal servant, could be Alcmene's son like me.
I suppose you win. Take them back. But remember, there may come a time, who knows, when you need me again. Oh, I'm gonna pick the baggage again. Oh.
This is the way a man should act whose mind is in
are all alert, and the one who sails the seas a lot.
Always go with the list of the ship. Keeps it aside where things are safer.
Don't just stand there like a painted image fixed in a pose you can't change. Switch your side instead and always occupy the cashier station.
That's the role of a clever fellow. Let's be blunt.
It's Trump.
Picture how ludicrous the scene if Xanthias, the merest servant, should find himself a Milesian bedding, supine and kissing a dancing girl, then called for a chamber pot while I was watching his antics and the whole time was playing away with my own little winkle. See, this scoundrel caught sight of me. He'd smash his fist right in my jaw and strike a blow that would knock right out all the teeth from the front of my mouth.
Plethane! Plethane! Here's the very scoundrel himself. That's one that came to reign some time ago and devoured those 16 loaves of bread without paying.
By Zeus! That's a very sad man, all right?
There's someone in trouble.
Not to mention all the stewed meat he managed to eat, 20 portions no less.
That sounds just like him.
And huge chunks of garlic.
Stop all this prattle, you woman. You're making no sense.
Yes, I am. And you thought that I wouldn't recognize you while you're wearing these boots on your feet. And I haven't yet even mentioned the piles of fish that you ate.
No, you haven't, my dear. And what about all the fresh cheese that he gorged himself on, even eating the basket as well?
And when I tried to get him to settle the bill, he gave me the sourest look and started to bellow.
That sounds just like him. It's always the way he behaves.
He started to pull out a sword. We thought he was mad.
I can just imagine. Poor thing.
The pair of us were so alarmed that we had jumped right onto one of the roofings, purloining some mats out for good measure.
That's typical too.
Now it's time to act. You! Yes, you! Hurry up. Now ask my patron clown to come.
And you must fetch Hyperbolus if you can find him to help us destroy this man.
You filthy gullet. How I'd love to take a stone and smash your molars to pieces. The one that you used to devour all that food of mine with.
And I'd like to hurl you down the criminal's pit.
And I'd love to take a sickle and cut out your throat. The one that you swallowed all my sausages down. I'm off to get Clown. He'll come back here today and issue a summon to tear this man to pieces.
Oh, how I love Xanthias more than the world.
Yes, yes, yes. I see you, Plo. Just stop it. I refuse to wear this Hercules outfit again.
Please don't, sweet Xanthias.
How can a mortal servant like me become Agmene's son? No chance.
I know that you're mad. I know it. And you're right to be so. I would even allow you to hit me. I couldn't object.
Okay.
Take this. And if I ever attempt to take that back again, I wish utter destruction on me and my wife and my kids, my friends, and blear-eyed Archidamos to boot. Just take it.
All right. I accept you off on the term you stated, I guess. Pick up the baggage now.
Now's the time for further action. Now that you're wearing, once again, the costume that you had before, start to recover your dynamism. Fix your face in a fearsome look that suits that hero. Turn to a god whose likeness you're adopting. Don't betray yourself with nonsense or utter a word that suits the coward. Any such lapse will mean one thing: lifting those bags on your back once more.
Wise advice you are, free man. He would try to take this costume back? Not the less. I will let the world think I'm a hero. I see a menacing look in my eyes. Time to adopt my pose.
Like after once we get more moved.
My pose is handsome.
I am up straight away. This dog thief over here. He'll pay for his crime.
Here's trouble for someone.
What the? Oh no. To hell with you. Keep off. What the? Oh, you? Oh, you skeleton. Oh.
pulp of fight, eh? Hi there, Skybulus, Dibulus, Porticus. Come straight out here straight away and use as much force as you want.
Well, isn't this quite outrageous? To see this man using blows when he's caught as a thief!
It's beyond the pale.
It's outrageous in the extreme.
By souls, I've never been down here before. Nor stolen a single thing of yours, not one crumb. Oh, in fact, I can make a rather generous gesture. You can take to torture this servant of mine. If I committed a crime, you can put me to death.
In what way shall I torture your servant here?
I'm glad you asked. Every way. On a ladder. Strong with him. Pistol lashing. Flaying alive. Spin him on the wheel. Put vinegar on his nostrils. And crush him in bricks. Any murder you like.
If I use blows, I promise you comprehension for your servant here.
No need to bother. Just take him away for torture.
No need, I'll do it right here. You can see how I answer the questions.
Okay.
You there. Drop the stuff at once, laddie, and try not to tell me any lies.
I hereby declare that you can't torture me. I'm a god. If you even dare to try, you'll only have yourself to blame.
What nonsense is this?
I'm a god, I can assure you. Dionysus, Zeus' son. And this is my servant.
Do you hear?
I certainly do. That's all the more reason to give him a really good whipping. If it's true he's a god, then he won't even feel the pain.
Well, since you claim yourself that you're the god, why not accept a beating the same as mine?
Okay. That makes good sense. Whichever of us start to shed tears first, or flinching at all the blows, you'll be able to tell that this one can be a god.
That's very fair-minded of you, and I see you're both prepared to do what it takes.
Yes.
Now get on your knees.
Okay.
And kneel.
Okay. Now, how will you test us fairly?
That's easier said than done. By giving you alternative blows.
That sounds just fine. Now wait and see if I flinch at all. Have you struck me already?
Not yet.
That's why I don't feel nothing.
Let's see if the other one doesn't.
Will you tell me when?
I've done so already.
Well, then why did I not even, sneeze?
I cannot explain, but off to the other one then.
Well, hurry up, please.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Just getting excited about the new Bruno Mars album.
This man's got the gods on his side. Let's see if the other one does. What's wrong?
Nothing. I'm just cheering the sight of horses over there.
But why are you crying?
There must be onions around here or something.
Let's see if the other one. What's wrong?
There's a needle inside my butt. Take it off.
What's going on here? Back to the other one.
Apollo, help from your home and.
He screamed.
No, I didn't. I was just quoting a satire by Hipponax.
You're so indecisive. What about go right to his ribs?
I'll go one better. Let's see that belly of yours.
Someone is in pain.
Oh, baby. Sing a song.
In Detmold's name, I'm caught unable to tell which one he is a god. So come inside, the two of you. The master himself shall know which one he is a god. And Persephone as well, since they are both gods themselves.
That's a good suggestion you've made. I only wish you thought of it sooner, before I suffer these blows.
And I am going back.
Oh, it's always me.
I'll be in the Cameron, I'll be in the green room, alright. Is everything to go?
Come join us on our sacred dance step. Come be a part of our song's delight. Come where you behold great thrones of people.
Many thousands seated in their wisdom, every one more honorable than Cleophon.
On whose mumbled speech is heard the ruckus sound of Thyacon's swallow.
Perchance think barbarian branches. It drinks a mournful nightingale song.
And now see Cleophon's destruction, even if the votes are equal.
Right and proper it is for us, a sacred chorus, to give the city the best advice and best instructions. First, we believe that you should treat all citizens the same and take away the fears of some. Those who may have done wrong when tripped in fragmentless wrestling bouts, killed people. Now's the time to let them leave their previous lapses in the past. Let them shed away their former guilt. Next, we believe that no one should live amongst us with their rights curtailed. That seems shameful when compared to those who have fought in one sea battle. Now, just like those old Plantanians are no longer slaves, but masters instead. Not purporting that there's anything wrong with that, of course, because that would be wrong. But you should be fair to those who have fought in many sea battles, and those whose fathers did the same, and those families come from ancestral stock. They're the ones who beg for your pardon. Forgive their misfortune now. Let's come. Let's relent. Let's just give up all of our anger and all of those whose natures make us wise. Let's agree to band together as kinsmen. Let's give them full citizens' rights, provided they man our ships and they fight. Pride and hard disdain won't serve our city well as things stand as they do. Tossed on stormy waves, our city's affairs hang on the balance now. Take this great advice, or the future will see how foolish we were.
If my eye is a steady judge of the cast of life and a character of a man who's in for big trouble, a certain monkey's mischief won't last much longer. Clydes, the diminutive, foulest of all bath keepers, whose mixing their washing powders control adulterated soda and earthy detergent. He'll soon be done for, and he knows it too, which makes him full of aggression, afraid he may be mugged when drunk if he goes without a big stick.
Many's the time we've noticed something strange about our city's ways, namely, how it treats those citizens who deserve to be thought of the best, just the same as it treats old coins, as well as the recent gold ones too. See, those were the coins of solid value. No counterfeits of them were found. Nowhere has there ever been a finer currency. Only they were minted and pure. Only they could prove their worth when tested. Now, however, they're obsolete, replaced by lousy coins of bronze, just the same as those citizens too. Men brought up in wrestling schools and taught to play music and dance, they are despised instead of the ones of the bronze and the foreign flaming-haired. It's those we choose to employ. Just the sort the city would have just rejected outright at some point. Those who wouldn't have been able to play the role of scapegoats. It's those we choose to employ. Let's agree to use the best men. Once again, come on, let's use the ones who we know to be true bred and born into decent families. Let's use them. But if we fail, at least the wise will think. Swinging from a high-grade tree is consolation for the hang.
By Zeus the Savior, what a decent man he really must be, that master of yours.
But how could he fail to be decent? He's a type who knows nothing except for drinking and being freaky.
I'm amazed he gave you no beating, despite the fact that you, the servant, purported to be the master.
Oh, beating? He will have been sorry.
Yes, that's the talk. That's real servant spirit, the kind I like showing myself.
Do you really enjoy such things?
It's a kind of
rapture when I'm able to curse my master behind his back.
And how do you feel as you muddy your private complex and hits you and sends you outside?
Oh, I love that too.
What about making mischief?
Oh, there's nothing quite like it.
Oh my god. And when you hear your masters in private conversations?
Oh, I'm just crazy with joy.
Then dishing the darts about him to others.
Oh, it's such a thrill. It sends shivers down my spine.
Oh, Apollo, please give me your head to shake. Oh, let's kiss each other as well. Oh, you go first. Only 5 kisses. Mwah, mwah, mwah. But how could he fail to be decent? Now, please tell me now, Bassus, who is the god of whipping boys like us? What is Alvaro shouting at here like a quail?
It's Aeschylus and Euripides.
Well, I never.
It's really a quite momentous affair that's erupted among the dead in an outbreak of strife.
But what's the reason?
A law exists down here that for all the great sophisticated arts, the one who holds the highest esteem in his group should have special dining rights and a throne right next to Pluton.
I understand.
Until, that is, a superior artist arrives. You know, someone who's better than him. And then he has to give way.
But was causing any trouble for Aeschylus then?
He held the throne for tragic drama.
Who is it now?
When Euripides came down to Hades, he started to lecture all the criminals here. You know, the muggers, the thieves, the ones who'd beaten their fathers. Oh, and burglars as well. There's a whole crowd of them. And when they heard his debating speeches, his verbal twists and turns, they went quite crazy for him and called him the best. He was so puffed up, he laid claim to the throne where Aeschylus sat.
Was he belted for that?
No, not at all. The crowd actually cried out for a competition to determine who really has the finer poetic art.
The crowd, the riffraff, you mean?
Oh yes, they made quite the ruckus.
But who sided with Aeschylus then?
Superior taste is in short supply, like here.
Okay. Well, didn't Sophocles assert his right to the throne?
Oh, he's not like that. He gave Aeschylus a kiss when he came down here and grasped him by the hand. He made it clear he laid no claim to the throne, but would wait as reserve. If Aeschylus prevails, he'll stay in his place. If not, he'll enter the contest and pit his art against Euripides.
So it's really going to happen?
It is, quite soon.
But what was the way of the meats? For make it breaks.
The debate will take place here. I'm sure that's what you're referring to. They'll actually weigh their art in a pair of scales.
I can just imagine that Aeschylus must be fuming with rage.
Oh yes, he snarled in bull-like aggression.
But who would judge these things?
An awkward question. There's a shortage of experts for them to choose from, and the Athenians weren't at all to Aeschylus' likings.
I suppose he thought too many of them were scums.
And that the rest of the people were pretty useless at judging poets. So they ended up picking your master. The tragedian's art is one he knows quite well. Anyway, let's head back inside. Whenever our masters are busy, it's bound to mean there's trouble in store for us.
Yes. Let's also kiss each other.
Okay.
Only 5 kisses, only.
Fierce is the wrath of the loud thundering one will feel inside when he sees his antagonist sharpening all his loquacious teeth. At that moment, a surge of terrible madness will make his eyes start to swivel around his sockets.
Great flashing helmeted stripes will follow among horsed words, and screeching chariot axles will split into splinters of wood. while one of these mortals, a craftsman of intellect, fights against the other's hoarse, galloping utterances.
Bristling the shaggy necked hair of the mane flowing down from his head, contracting the fearsome skin of his forehead. He'll roar and release great bolt-fashioned words which he's torn up like pieces of timber, with the force of a storm of gigantic proportions. Then the mouth manipulating assessor of verses, the smooth curling tongue that controls the horse's bit with envy, will dissect words and subtly reduce to nothing the heaving efforts of the other's lungs.
I refuse to let go of the throne. Stop lecturing me. I claim that I am better than him in this art of ours.
Why the silence, Aeschylus? You hear what he says?
He'll start with his supercilious pose. It's the pretentious blasé muse that always plays.
I suggest, my man, that you tone down your words a little.
I know the kind of poet he's like. I see through him long ago. He's the type to make his characters wild and unwillful. His style's unruly, uncurbed, without any limit. Verbosely vaunting its garbage.
You son of a goddess who lives in the fields. You dare abuse me like that? You collector of chatterbox talk, creative rag costume stitcher to boot. You won't get away with such words.
Be quiet, Aeschylus. Don't let your intestines become inflamed with choler.
I have no intention of stopping until I've shown the effantry of this poet whose heroes are cripples.
Bring out black sheep, my servants. Bring out black sheep. A whirlwind's on the point of bursting upon us.
You collector of monodities written in accretion style, and polluter of tragic arts with stories of incest!
Please stop, oh Aeschylus, revered by many. And you, oh wretched Euripides. Hide from this hailstorm. Pull back. Keep out of the way if you've got any sense. There's a risk. He'll strike your head with a word of anger, so it splits wide open and outpours Telephos. And Aeschylus, don't yield to anger. Be mild. Pose questions. Be questioned in turn. But swapping abuse is not for poets, but for female bread sellers. You're roaring away like an oak tree that's been ignited.
Well, I'm quite ready. You won't see me pulling back. To bite and to be bitten in return. If that's what he wants, fine, I'll go first. There's tragedies, verses, songs, and sinister tests, and by Zeus, I'll offer my alias, Peleus, Meleager, and atop of those, Telephos.
Ooh, and what do you propose? Tell us, Aeschylus.
Well, I'd prefer this quarrel to take place elsewhere. This contest isn't on equal terms.
Why's that?
Well, in my case, what I've composed hasn't died with me. Oh, but his has died with him, so they'll have it to hand. Nevertheless, since it's what you want, we must do these things.
Very well. Please bring me incense and fire to burn. Before the contest begins, I'll pray that I'm able to judge with expert finesse. And while I do that, I'd like you to sing a song to the muses.
9 maiden daughters of Zeus, your sacred muses, who look down at the subtly reasoning intelligent minds of these sharpers of thoughts, when they come together and strive, putting speech against speech and wrestling vows of confrontation.
Come here to behold the power of mouths so strong at producing words an artist's tools have cut to size.
Now's the moment for wisdom's great contest to move into action.
You two must pray as well before you speak.
Fine. Demeter, goddess who nourished my mind and thought, please make me worthy of what your mysteries teach.
Okay? You two must burn some incense.
I'd rather not. There are other gods to whom I make my prayers to.
You have personal gods and new coinage?
I certainly do.
Go on then. Make your prayers to your private gods.
Oh, ever were I pasture, pivoting tongue astuteness, nostrils keen to help me follow the scent, help me refute my opponent in all that he says.
We feel the most intense desire to hear from both these clever men.
Their finely choreographed words.
Begin to launch your verbal assault.
Your tongues are ready for violent combat. You both possess courageous spirits.
Their minds are primed for agile moves.
Our expectation is, of course, that one will speak in elegant style, in language polished to finest finish.
while the other will tear up words like trees from their roots, and falling upon his foe will fill the air with the horse's thick dust clouds of verses.
It is time to deliver your speeches now. Be sure to adopt a manner that is quick and full of wit, and avoids repeating cliches.
As regards myself and the kind of poet my work reveals me to be, I'll get to that by the end of my speech, but begin by exposing him. I want to show what a charlatan and a fraudster he was in the theater. Always kept duping those stupid spectators who'd grown up with Phrynicus plays. At the start of each work, he'd like to produce a veiled figure to sit there on stage. Take Achilles, or Niobe too. He wouldn't reveal the mask, but have them for showy effect, just brooding in silence.
I swear that's true.
But instead, his chorus was of great chains of songs, 4 lyric sequences strung together, and his characters remained there in silence.
But, you know, I rather like that silence. It gave me just as much pleasure as the figures who jabber on in modern plays.
But that's because you're mindless. No doubt in that.
Well, I rather agree. But why did this so-and-so do it?
Pure charlatanry. He wanted spectators to sit there on their tenterhooks, not sure when Niobe's voice would emerge. And meanwhile, the play had plodded on.
The wicked old crook, and there was I taken in by his fraudulent tricks. But why all this twitchy and peevish movement?
That's because I'm exposing all his faults. And when he finished with all his nonsense and half the play had passed, he gave his characters 12 huge words, each as large as an ox. They were words that hardly anybody could understand.
I cannot take much more.
Quiet,
his language was never remotely clear.
Do not do that.
But perpetual talk of Scamander rivers, ditches, and emblems on shields of Griffith eagles and beaten bronze. His words were enormous crags that hardly anybody could interpret at all.
By all the gods, I can certainly vouch for that. I once lay awake the whole night long, unable to sleep, while I puzzled over what kind of bird he might have meant by the tiny horse cock.
It's a sign they painted on the prows of ships. Your ignorance knows no bounds.
Did they really? I thought that he must have meant erectus.
Erect. But tell me, why was it necessary to mention horse cock, sin, dignified, tragic verse?
You godforsaken wretch, what about the things you compose?
But I never mention horse cocks or goat stags like you. The kind of art you see imported on fabrics from Persia. See, when I took over the art from you, I found her condition to be unhealthily bloated from your constant bombast. So, straight away, I made her diet, lose all that excess weight. Gave her lots of versicles, long walks, white V. And I gave a juice of babbling speech, to which I squeezed from the books that I owned.
Which was bound to at least be better than yours.
From the beginning of my plays, I would never allow my characters to sit there and be idle. It didn't matter who they were. Servants, masters, as well as old women, maidens too. They all spoke the same.
Then surely you deserve to die for such recklessness.
Not at all in Apollo's name. This way of writing was democratic.
Don't pursue this line, old chap.
Moreover, I taught these people here to chatter away.
Oh, too true, too true. But before you'd done that, I'd wish you'd been split down the middle.
Yeah. And to apply fine language itself in fine measuring rods and set squares, and to think, to wriggle, to comprehend, to observe, to always be crafty, to cultivate a suspicious mind, to ponder all things.
Oh, too true, too true.
And I stage affairs to which we all habitually live with, the sort of things spectators knew all too well. So if I'd got anything wrong in my work, they would have found fault in my artistry. But I didn't, like you, employ bluster to distract their minds of serious thought. Nor did I create frissions of horror. You could tell the type of men produced by his plays and mine.
Beholdest thou this, noble Achilles? Come then, what answer will you give? Be sure of this one thing. Don't let anger seize hold of you and sweep you outside the chariot tracks. Terrible charges he's brought against you, but even so, magnanimous men, don't let your reply be driven by anger.
Oh, first of all, Greek poets who built a realm of tragic nonsense, be bold and spout your speech.
These circumstances fill me with rage. My guts are wrenched with anger to think that I must be compared to him. But in case he should say I'm confounded, answer me this. What kind of things should prompt our praise for a poet?
Easy sophistication and moral advice, as it's our task as poets to improve the lives of those who live in the cities of Greece.
So if you failed to achieve that, and you've turned good people of noble mind into rabble, what kind of things would you agree to deserve?
He should die. No need to ask him.
Then consider whether the sorts of people I passed on to him at the start were of good mind and stood tall and proud, not turn and run cowards in battle, nor vulgar loafers, nor dirty tricksters, no rabble like people today. They breathed the spirit of lances and spears and headgear with flashing white plumes, and armor and greaves and mighty metal of 6 or 7 phylloxides in strength.
There he goes with his awful stuff. He'll grind me down with hammering helmets, but just answer me this once. What actions of mine have caused these people to act quite like rabble?
Well, you've shown us women as go-betweens, and women in childbirth in sacred places, and women who sleep with their very own brothers, and women who consider life as death. The consequence of all these things is our cities now teeming with minor officials serving as public monkeys, deceiving the people at every turn. And no one's strong enough to carry a torch now, because no one trains in the gymnasium anymore.
How true. I laughed myself dry of tears at last year's Olympics. I saw a runner all hunched and moving so slowly, white-faced and fat and lagging behind in a desperate state. At the Karamakos, the people standing there by the gate started smacking his stomach and sides and ribs and buttocks and feeling the smacks from the palms of their hands. He started farting and ran off while blowing his torch.
Momentous the issue, immense the strife, intense the approaching war. A difficult task to decide between them. When one exerts its massive force and the other can wheel around and resist with vigor, the pair of you mustn't remain in your camps. Many the openings still for further attacks of clever ideas. The ever resources you have for computing. Speak now, advance now, atomize. These subjects, ancient and modern, both take the risk of speaking some subtle and clever thoughts.
In case you're afraid stupidity may prevent the minds of the spectators watching here from grasping subtleties you speak.
Feel no anxiety, the situation has changed.
These people are all old soldiers now. They each have a book and understand sophistication.
Their natures are strong in other respects, therefore their wits are whetted.
So have no fear about that. Launch an all-out attack in confidence that these are clever spectators.
Very well. I shall turn to your prologues now. I will put to test his supposedly skillful work. He was always obscure in explaining dramatic events.
Which prologue of his will you test?
A very large number, but start by reciting the one of Orestia.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Aeschylus. I'll just keep brooding there in silence. Go ahead, say it.
Very well. Hermes below, watching over the Father's power. Become my savior, my ally in time of need. I come back to this land. Returning from exile, I come.
Do you find any fault with these lines?
Yes, more than a dozen.
What? But the lines themselves don't add up to more than 3.
Well, each line contains some 20 mistakes.
This is blasphemous! Blasphemous!
Be quiet, Aeschylus.
I'm supposed to keep quiet for him?
If you take my advice.
He starts with an error straight away as broad as daylight.
Oh, you see what blather you speak of.
I don't care what you think.
What error did you claim I made?
Recite it again.
Hermes below, watching over the Father's power.
But doesn't he say this at the tomb of his father after he's died?
I don't deny it.
It isn't the point he's trying to make. At the tomb of his father after he died such a tragic death at the hands of his very own wife that Hermes was watching over?
It wasn't his point. He called Aronian Hermes. And by his words explained, he possessed this role as a gift from his father.
Then you made an even bigger mistake than I thought. If Hermes possesses this underworld role from his
It
father.
would mean that on his father's side, he's a robber of two.
Oh,
There's one.
Dionysus, the wine you drink has a nasty stench.
Recite some more, and you watch out for flaws.
Become my savior, my ally in time of need. I come back to this land, returning from exile I come.
He says the same thing twice, brother Aeschylus.
How twice?
Consider the words and I'll explain. To come back, he says, return. But it's clear that to come back and to return, it's just the same thing.
By Zeus, it's as if someone should say to his neighbor, please lend me a dough roller. Or a roller for dough.
They do not. You've been overwined by his blather. They don't mean the same at all. It's poetic phrasing.
Oh, really is it? Do, please, enlighten me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, to come back is something any inhabitant does, regardless of if any special circumstances exist. But a man in exile comes back and returns.
Oh, I like that. What do you say then, Euripides?
I flatly deny it. I say that Orestes returned home secretly and without permission.
I like that too. But I don't really know what you mean.
Continue the next bit then.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead, speak. Go.
Let me.
Oh, okay.
Upon the tomb of my father, I beseech thee, to hearken, to hear.
To hearken, to hear. But it's blatantly clear they just mean the same dang thing.
Well, that's because he was calling the dead, you stupid bonehead. We can't even make them hear if we call like 3 times. But how did you compose your prologues?
You'll see. If you catch me repeating myself or find padding that doesn't belong to the plot, by Demeter, please spit on my work.
Okay, go on then. I need to see the standards of diction your prologues exemplify.
A time when Oedipus was happy.
But completely false. He was damned right from the start. Must have been the case since Apollo foretold he would murder his father. How could a man like that have ever been happy?
His fortunes were changed. He became the most wretched of mortals.
Completely false. It was wretched right from the start. When he was born, he was placed into a jar and exposed in the winter. He came to Polybus's court with his swollen feet. Later still, he married a woman much older than him. And not just any woman, his very own mother, in fact. He eventually blinded himself.
Happy indeed. Provided he served alongside Erasmides.
What nonsense you speak. My prologues are beautifully well written.
I cannot continue this line-by-line dissection of every verse. With the help of the gods on my side, I'll use a miniature oil jar to rubbish your prologues.
A miniature oil jar to deal with my prologue?
Yes. Any object or doodad or diddle-daddle would fit. A miniature oil jar, a Cybertruck, maybe even a Tesla. I'll begin at once.
Oh, you will you?
Yes.
All right, then listen to this. Egypto's so prevailing tradition relates, would 50 sons traverse the sea by oar.
And lost his miniature oil jar. Oh, I got him. Yes.
Recite him a further prologue. Let's see what that means.
Dionysus equipped with Barsai, wearing foreskin among down Parnassus slopes, when leap and dance until...
And he lost his miniature oil jar. Oh, yes, thank you.
He got us again with the miniature oil jar.
I am not at all concerned by that. Here's a prologue to which he won't be able to tag an oil jar to.
Okay.
No man is born happy in all his respects, perhaps born noble and fallen in Punery's way, or low by birth.
Lost his miniature oil jar. Oh, I got him.
Euripides?
What's wrong?
I think we should lower the sails. The miniature oil jar is about to blow a huge gale.
I am not at all concerned by that. I swear by Demeter, I'll knock the thing out of his hand.
Okay, just say so.
In ancient times, departing from Greece, Cadmus, Argos' son.
Lost his miniature oil jar. Oh my, I got him again. I did.
I beg you, please, my good friend. Please purchase the miniature oil jar from him.
You what? You expect me to buy this from him?
If you take my advice.
Certainly not. I have lots more prologues to which you won't be able to tag an oil jar to.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
When Pelops, Tantalus' son, arrived in Pisa with his dashing...
He lost his miniature oil jar. Oh my God.
It's not too late, my good fellow. You'll be getting a really good oil jar for only like $1, probably.
No, not yet. I've lots more prologues. Onius, once from the land.
Lost his miniature oil
Would you
jar.
please?
Look at your face.
Allow me to finish the line.
Maybe.
Onius, once from the land, took first sacrifice with his abundant crops, and he...
Lost his miniature oil jar. Oh my God.
What?
I cannot.
Who fetched it? Please ignore him. Allow him to respond to this. Zeus, as we're told from ancient reports...
You'll finish me off. He'll say, miniature oil jar. This oil jar is now a word on the face of your prologues, like the sty that goes on people's eyelids.
Yes, I've become bored of this. Let him come to the weighting scale test. That alone will fully assess our talents as poets. It's the weight of our words that'll prove as the definitive test.
Okay then, come here then both, if I really have to do this, and treat the art of poets like cheese for sale. Come here, everyone, I guess. Okay. Both put your hands in the scales. And utter a verse in turn, and don't let go until I give you the cuckoo's call. Go!
On Sperchius' land, and land of grazing cattle. We've let go.
They're tilting to Aeschylus's.
Let's go! Yes! Yes!
What's the reason for that?
Well, I mean, he put in a full river in his poem. Like wool sellers, he made his verse way more by making it moist, while you put in a verse that was winged and light.
Fine then. Let him recite again and quotes compete.
Okay, put your hands on the scales. And go!
Among the gods, death craves no gifts.
Sit down! They're tilting to Aeschylus again.
Yes! Yes! You see that? You see that? You see that? You see that? Ew.
But what's the reason for that?
Well, he put in death. That's like the heaviest evil we know.
But I put in persuasion. My verse was perfect.
Persuasion is something light and lacking in thought. Try again to put something in the scale that will make it tilt on your side.
But where will I find that?
I'll tell you. Achilles threw 3 dice, 2 ones and a 4. Like your poem. Put your hand in the scale again. This is the final weighing. Go!
Chariot on chariot, corpse on corpse.
Sit down! Aeschylus.
Yes! Yes! Give me my throne. Yes. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
But how has he done it?
By putting in 2 chariots and 2 corpses. Too much for even like 100 Egyptians to lift.
Let him stop putting on just lines of verse. Let him, his wife, Cephisophon, all sit on the scales. They'll never outweigh me with any 2 verses of mine.
I can't choose between these 2 men. They're both my friends. I have no intentions of being at odds with either of them. I think that one of them's wise and the other one is my friend.
So it seems you won't achieve what you came here to do.
But suppose I choose?
You'll leave with one of these men, whichever you choose, so your journey won't prove to be wasted.
Oh, such kindness. I wish you well. Now, listen, both of you. I came down here to find a poet. And why? To save the city and safeguard its festival place. So, whichever one of you is able to give the city the best advice to support its wellness, it's him I've decided to take back. First, tell me the views that you guys hold on Arasnides. The city's in pangs over him.
Well, what's the view from the city?
Well, if you really want to know, it pines for him, yet loathes him, yet wants to have him.
Yeah.
But tell me your views on them.
I hate a man who's quick to harm others, but so fast to save himself. A man who's quick to think of himself, but hinders his own city.
Right! so smart. Genius. And what do you think, Aeschylus?
Don't rear the whelp of a lion inside the city. Ideally, don't rear a lion in the city, but if one's bred, be sure to tend to its needs.
I can't choose between these men. One of them spoke wisely, the other spoke in lucid style.
It is time for you to judge.
Well, I'll choose the one that my heart desires to have.
Well, don't forget the oath you swore by the gods that you would take me home. Be sure to choose your friends.
It was my tongue that swore. But Aeschylus is my choice.
Let's go! You see that? You see that? You see that? You see that? Oh, yeah, let's go.
You brute! What have you done?
Me? Yes. What? I just chose Aeschylus. And who's to stop me?
You shameless brute! How could you look me in the eye after being so shameless?
What's shameful if those watching don't think it's so?
So you're going to leave me here to die like this?
I mean, who really knows if life is the same as death, if eating is breathing, if sleeping is merely a blanket?
Go inside, Dionysus, with Aeschylus too.
For why?
I like to feast you before we sail back.
Oh, thank you. I don't object to an offer like that.
Well, happy indeed the man who has sharp cleverness in his grasp.
Many of the things that make this clear, now his intelligence can be seen.
Aeschylus is the one who go home bringing good to citizens.
Bringing good and what's more to his own kith and kin and friends as well.
All because he's clever in mind, pleasing them not to sit around, talking hot air with Socrates, treating the muses work with contempt, spurning the most important things about the art of tragic drama. As for pretentious arguments, quibbles of nitpicking dribble, is the ideal life is the mark of someone crazy.
Depart then, Aeschylus. Farewell. Your task is now to preserve our city and educate the stupid folk. No shortage of them. Take this sword and give it to Cleophon, for Myrmex and Nicomachus too. And take this hemlock and give it to Archinemus. Tell them all to rush down here quickly without delay, or I swear by Apollo, I'll treat them like servants, brand them, shackle them up with the Dame Mantis, son of Luclephus, and dispatch them to Hades at once.
I'll do as you say. And you, meanwhile, please put my throne in Sophocles' care. He's the one I see to be the next best in artistry to me. But be sure that scoundrel, that other, that one who plays the fool, cannot possibly take my throne, not even by accident.
Now light the way for him, you people, with your sacred torches. Escort him onwards with songs belonging to plays of his own, with resounding chants.
As our first prayer, a prosperous journey for this departing poet, as he rises back to the world of light. O deities beneath the earth, and grant to the city good thoughts productive of great benefits. In this way we hope for the final end of our great afflictions and the grievous clashes of battle. Let Cleophon fight, together with anyone else who wants, in his own ancestral fields. Good night, and thank you for coming.
Woo!
to last night, our penultimate night of the show. Thank you guys so much for coming. There's a lot of you, a lot more than we expected. Thank you so much for coming, and it was free to get in, but you know, if you guys want to make a little donation in the front, like $10 or something, it's really appreciated. Thank you so much for coming. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm just gonna walk away. I want to go say hi to people. How do I get out? How do I leave?